Welcome to the JRPG Canon, a podcast where we play a little bit of a video game to learn a little bit about video games. I'm Sam Allman.
I'm Bernard.
And today we'll be covering the indie darling from Easy Game Station, the first ever indie JRPG from a Japanese developer on Steam, Recettear, an Item Shop's Tale. Are you familiar with this work, Bernard?
It's in my Steam library. I think I played it a little bit a very long time ago. Let me open Steam and see if I can see how much time I have on my account on it.
I have only played the game for 13.6 hours, ever.
I mean, that's a long time. That's more than half of a calendar day. That's like 6 or 7 movies.
Yeah, but the way that I play games is usually I play them for 1 or 2 hours and then put the controller down and forget that my computer exists for 13.6 hours. So I don't think I got very far in this game at all. Seeing it as 13 hours is surprising to me because I think I only played what's available in the demo.
All right, I have a third of an hour in this game.
Awesome. Yeah, I back in the day had heard great things about it, and that's why I bought it back in the day. For a while, because this was the first indie JRPG on Steam, it was one of the first JRPGs on Steam, period. I was like, I'm going to buy every JRPG that comes to Steam because there's not going to be a lot of them, but I want to put my money where my mouth is and get JRPGs to come over. And now there's infinity and I can't do that. But back in the day, when this game was coming out, I was trying to do that. And that's about all I know. I bought them. I did not play any of them. But I learned some cool stuff about it today. So let's talk about the history of this game. All right. So I couldn't find almost anything on the developer of this game, Easy Game Station. I found some unsubstantiated comments on Reddit that EGS is more of a indie gaming collective than like a capital GD game developer, and their website
capital goddamn game developer.
And their website still says, "Look forward to our next game coming in 2011."
Nice,
so,
love it.
And then in the credits of Recettear, everyone who worked on it is credited as a pseudonym, and the only hits for those pseudonyms are on pages that list the credits for Recettear. So there was not a lot to go on without translating a whole bunch of their tweets, because they're still active. They still go to Comic-Con every year. The main page of the website, like the main area, is like, look at our upcoming game coming out in 2011. But they have a like news section that pulls from the Twitter, and like they were at Comic-Con in 2025, so they're still doing stuff. Apparently, according to one tweet I saw, they're working on a HD remake of Recettear, but that was me looking at a screenshot that they, as you'll see when we play the game, they are very casual and internet present with all of their writing, and I could not understand a lick of it. My Japanese was not nearly good enough to understand anything that was going on. So I will not be going too far into stuff from Easy Game Station, and I only have information that was funneled through all of the interviews with the game's Western publishers. But their Western publishers are kind of the important part about this game anyways. So Easy Game Station was a well-known force in the Dojin game scene, and it had released several games in that market prior to developing Recettear, and they were looking for an overseas partner to start bringing their games to the West. And the group that they found to work with was Carpe Fulgur, a two-man collective consisting of Andrew Dice and Robin Light Williams. They formed the collective wanting to bring over the multitudes of cool Japanese stuff that was happening in the aughts, that none of it was coming stateside. They originally wanted to reach out to Gust and pitch bringing the localizing the Atelier games back over to the West, and they decided to instead aim much lower because they were just two guys with no previous credits, and one of them, according to the interview, has like a near native speaker fluency in Japanese, but the other guy Does not. And so these two guys showing up to Gust's front door probably wouldn't go very well. So they reached out to Easy Game Station. Easy Game Station was looking for a partner, and Carpe Fulgur was offering to do it. So it was a match made in heaven. In one of the interviews, they say that like they instantly like hit it off and had like the same sort of like philosophies about indie game development and stuff like that. So it was they got along swimmingly. So Carpe Fulgur got some new music from the original composer to punch it up. It was very understated in the original, and they wanted it to have more oomph. But and they also updated the user interface. But other than that, they wanted to deliver the game as unchanged from the Japanese as possible, which is insane once you see this game's localization here in a bit. They admit to punching up a couple things and re-Francifying the game since it's supposed to be in fairy tale France, but everyone was making Japanese pop culture references and eating Japanese food, so they tweaked some of that, but they wanted to make sure that the only times they did that was to make a joke land in English, like the way you're supposed to in a localization, and otherwise keep it as straight as possible. And so that means the original game is just as batshit as the English one, and most of the out there scenes are just a direct translation of the Japanese, which is awesome. They say that they spent maybe $10,000 on the localization, and they were hoping to at least break even so that they could keep doing this. And because they only had $10,000 to spend, they knew that this game had to be digital only because it's impossible to do retail on a budget that small. So they released it on the online storefronts Impulse and Gamersgate. I did not realize Gamersgate was that old, which probably is why they didn't change their name after Gamergate, as they were like, we were here first, but I would have changed my name. Anyways, and then they eventually released it on Steam, where it was the first indie Japanese developed JRPG, and the game sold gangbusters. It reviewed really, really well too, and the game spread through positive buzz and word of mouth, leading to a situation where over 40% of the people who played the demo bought a copy of the game, which is insane because it's usually like single digit turnover from the demo to buying the game. So they absolutely made their budget back, and they were able to tackle some of the bigger fish they had their eye on, most notably Trails in the Sky. And so they approached Nihon Falcom. They were able to do the localization for Trails in the Sky, and they famously nearly killed themselves working on it. Literally, not like by overworking, by seppuku. They were about to commit suicide because the game was nuts, and that's where the Kaseki curse first struck, was with Carpe Fulgur. But we'll dig into the Tales history on a Tales episode, because right now we've got some capitalism to do. Start recording. Going to open preview projector. We're going to share the preview projector. If I can find, there it is. All right. And this one will be really easy for me to sync up because oh, I have to switch over to the actual game, not the projector. So when I go through these, it does that, which is stupid.
Should I be hearing something?
I might have forgotten to click the thing.
Well, you should click the thing.
Yeah, let me get in here. No, it's there. Let me share Recettear and not the thing. And then
Ohio.
Ohio. Okay, so let me now pull up OBS and put it to the side so I can make sure it is showing up. Yeah, it's recording it in oh, I see what it why you couldn't hear it before. I didn't have monitoring on, so it was being recorded, but it wasn't being monitored. But it's fine. Cool. So yeah, let me turn these back up. All right, so if I talk this fast, can you, or not this fast, this loud, can you hear me over it, or do I need to turn it down?
I can adjust the stream volume on my end.
Oh, cool. Then that rules. And I will turn it down just one so that I can hear you good. And I think that'll do that. So yeah. Ohio.
New game. You can use this option to start a new game.
Don't forget, that's what it means. All right, so let's dive into the game in 3, 2, 1, go.
I like that spinning disc. This sure is an aughts Japanese game.
Yeah, it is.
She is still asleep. Does she really not understand how important today is?
Murple. Can't eat another bite. But I can always find room for yummy candy, Mibble Werble.
Wake up, please.
I love how that was a shouting text box, and that was the quietest line read you had done so far.
That's my jokes.
Hua. Who? What? Wins it? Oh, Tear.
Ohio.
Good morning.
We do not have time for good morning, Recette. Are you planning on spending the rest of your life dreaming of sweets?
Yes.
Today's the day we set for opening the store.
We did? Oh, yeah, we did.
Merde. Of all the... Listen, go wash your face and make yourself presentable. And then join me downstairs in the storefront.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Translator's note, merde means shit.
Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. Okay, Tier, let's open the shop right now. Capitalism, ho!
What did you call me? Patience, Recette. It is a virtue you will need. We need to take care of a few matters before we open officially.
Huh? Like what?
Well, I somehow doubt that a store without anything to sell is going to attract all that much business.
Oh yeah, we don't have anything to sell. So, what do we do?
To start with, we need to establish a stock of items for the store. If we have nothing to sell, we cannot claim to be much of a shop.
That's true. So where should we go to get stocked up?
The best way, I think, would be to visit either the town market or the Merchants Guild. We need to give our regards to the head of the guild regardless, so that should probably be our first stop.
Ooh, that's the place run by that old guy, right?
The guild operates as a wholesaler for local merchants, so if we stop by, we can purchase an initial stock. It would not hurt to give our polite regards to the guild chief, however. Especially since the guild is an organization that allows us to operate here in the first place.
Okay, got it. Then let's go right now.
When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door currently located in the upper right-hand corner of the store. Does it move?
Aw, but I wanted to leave through the window, like an action hero. To eternity and...
Reset.
Okay. And now we're off.
Oh, Atelier flashbacks.
Yeah. We were going to do this one like the week after Atelier, but I was like, I think that would just be too much of the same. Hello.
A girl and a fairy, you two are. Yes, you're Recettear and that loan shark. While that is not, well, an incorrect assessment, could I ask that you refrain from calling me a loan shark?
That's right, mister. She and I are partners. Don't be mean.
Forgive me. I don't want to do a fucking partners it is.
I was like, that's a choice, but we'll see how long that lasts.
So how are the preparations for running that shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan on opening today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude for your help. Ah, very good. You two know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know and I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you.
We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much.
No problem. Not a problem at all. So you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well, up to the counter then. Let's get you two sorted. This is our first time stocking up. Our funds are limited, so do not buy 3 fucking books that you don't need. I recommend purchasing no more than 10 items.
KO.
Worn sword.
Daggers, staves, bows, spears, gloves, clothes, robes, breastplates, armor, bracelets, shields, hats, helms, charms. That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of... Yeah, wow.
Swords are cool. And one of these will be all of our stuff, so we're not going to do that. Do a sword. Oh, those are expensive.
So will we find out that, like, one of our whales is going to be a sword fighter, so we want to get sword fighter gear?
I guess. I love there's a windbreaker. All these things are expensive. I don't want to do any more of those.
No more than 10.
Do a scrap plate.
Clothes.
Oh, we can talk to him. And has a little new flashy.
Oh,
I'm
God.
not doing all that.
Fusion.
All right, let's see. What is the guild? What can I do here? Merchant levels. About the town. About unknown items. About fusion. Never mind. We'll see. We'll come back to these after the tutorial.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like grinding the recording to a halt while we read pages and pages of codexes.
Right then. Will that be all?
Yep, this is perfect.
We shall return when our stocks run low again. Haha, I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra as a startup gift.
Yay, walnut bread. Thanks a bunch.
All right, little lady, give him your all.
Capitalism ho!
Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. Did it take you back automatically, or
No.
were you just
I just saw it
frame
was
perfect inputs?
frame perfect inputs. I saw it flashing, and I went down to it.
Very well, it is time to give you a crash course on the basics of running. Hold down the run button in Item Shop.
Okay, what do I do first?
First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have our goods out for people to see, we can hardly expect the customer to buy them after all.
So I just need to get near these counters?
Just so, once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in the spot by pressing the primary button.
Primary button? Don't you mean the action button?
You will understand when you try it, trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people perceive the store. So think carefully before you place something. So do you need to, like, place the good shit by the window?
That's what I'm thinking. Right.
Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters?
Okay. Swords are cool.
Recette, may I speak with you a moment? I mean, what we've been doing.
Sure, what is it?
Those counters by the window. Items you place there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. As such, putting eye-catching items, the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything on those counters, is a core principle of running a shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. And what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So choose what to place there very, very carefully.
Wow, I never thought about it like that.
I did.
I'll be careful. Yeah, we absolutely were like, oh, is that the mechanic?
Because, like, the people walking by have occasionally, like, looked in.
Uh-huh. Stylish armband. That's great for protecting your hands, and they're comfortable. Not so great for punching them. Yeah, that doesn't sound flashy. Nope. I thought I had 2 of those breastplates.
Alright, that should do for displaying our wares.
Are you sure it doesn't look dumb?
Do not worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter.
Righto.
Well, then the items are in place, and now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself.
Okay-o.
So to start with, I will lecture on the actual process of selling an item we have displayed.
Yes, Professor.
If the students do not listen, they do not get any credit.
Right.
Now then. When a customer enters, be sure to greet them with a nice big welcome.
Welcome.
Greeting the customer helps them feel comfortable and relaxed. While in the store, their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, a typical customer will find an item they want on our displays. And then they will come over to the counter to pay for it. Let me demonstrate. Could I get this, please? What they want will be in the target window. You will also be able to see the name and base price. Pay close attention to that base price. Also, if you press button 3, you can view expanded information on the item in question. Consult the custom.exe program included with Recettear if you wish to check or alter your button configuration.
Wonderful. Wait, button 3? Custom.exe?
Focus, Reset. Your life is hard enough to control as it is.
Okay.
Now then, next you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you want to try and name a price higher than the base. Try naming a price, if you will.
Let's see.
You will likely notice that the base price serves as your default. To raise your offer, press up. I think we could have intuited that.
Up? Okay.
I like that it shows you the percentage.
Uh-huh.
Yes, very good. That is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, it is a sale and you get a little bit of experience along with the money. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if a customer disagrees with the price, but not so much that they want to storm out, then you can negotiate. Remember what I said about comfort earlier? That is the key here. That voice is tickling my throat.
Yeah. You could switch it up if you want to.
But it's fun. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. So if they disagree but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, you will lower your offer a little and they will take it out and give you a sale. I mean, this perhaps wouldn't be a problem if Tier wasn't so long-winded. Some customers may just be trying to sniff out a better price when they are really willing to pay your initial price, however. Whether or not you risk testing that possibility is up to you. How long you keep haggling? Well, that depends on how regular a customer the person in question is. Are they regular or are they weird? As we are starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long. But after customers begin to trust us a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put theory into practice, thank God.
Yeah, we're already having to read so much tutorial. I didn't want to stop and do more at the guild. Welcome.
I get this, please.
Okay, I pick a price, right? Needs to be higher than the base price. Up button. Okay.
At this level, you will likely end up haggling a little. Alright then, now for the fine art of haggling. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower your price slowly. But as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. The idea is to deduce a customer's desired price and go from there.
You say deduce the desired price, but how do I...
A large number of stores sell at about 30% over base price. It is not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you will make a lot of money, but you do not want to risk driving away a customer. Right then, so as a customer, I'm haggling. Could you make it a little bit cheaper?
Okay, gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap.
This is technically cheaper, but still high. It would be up to the temperament. Oh, this is not her doing her customer voice.
Oh, I thought it seemed like it was.
Temperament of the customer as to whether or not you make a sale. Well, that just covers just everything. Now let us put the entire lecture into practice all at once. If you can sell me an item, you will be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin.
Hello, welcome to Recettear.
I would like this, please. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Overlong haggling will anger customers. Try again. We will try again. Keep the principles of salesmanship in mind.
I did exactly what you told me to do. I lowered it slowly and ended it at 130%.
I would like this, please. Just offer it to her for free. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Yes, an excellent price.
Made $800.
Excellent. Let us do that one more time, just to be sure. Oh my gosh.
We don't have to do this. Hello, welcome to Recettear.
Like this, please. Maybe this would be less laborious if we were reading it at reading in your head speed rather than reading aloud speed. Yeah, I'm with Tier on this one.
Yeah.
Yes, an excellent price.
Okay.
Expertly done. Blah, blah, blah.
I know this is an RPG video game, so it's probably RNG, but I did that same tactic 2 tries ago and it didn't work. But whatever.
And that is essentially how it goes. You are quite good for someone who has never done this before.
Really?
We still have a little bit of time left today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced.
Whoa, are you sure it'll be okay?
Do not worry, as the saying goes, salesmanship is more of an art than it is a science. You learn as you go. Now then, I will open us up. Go on and sit at the counter. And they get to sit at the counter, they don't have to stand so that they look busy.
Huh. Welcome. Looking for something special?
I like this. Bit expensive, isn't it? Alright, that seems alright.
Thank you so much. Glee! I sold walnut bread for 125 picks.
Congratulations, you did well.
I sold stuff. Me, Recette. I sold stuff. Like to people. Hey, Tier. I'm so happy. I did it, Tier. I did it. Papa, I did it. And that's how we started running an item shop. Oh, you're wondering why we started an item shop at all? Well, to explain that, you need to understand how Tier and I first met.
Okay, I know I should save this for when we're talking about our takeaways, but surely an in media res opening is supposed to... The idea is that it will have some momentum?
Yeah. A tale of a fairy, a girl, and a pizza place. And how to run an item shop. Recettear, an item shop's tale. Let's see. Yep, the calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. I don't get why he suddenly said, "I'm gonna be a hero," and then took off without saying when he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. Well, I shouldn't worry too much about him. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. What? Papa? One at knock. Who is that? Yes, who is it? Huh? There's nobody here. Wait, what? At my feet?
Good evening. You are
What?
Mademoiselle Recettear Lemongrass.
We're from the future. You don't have to put Tier's name as question mark. Miss Fairy?
Pardon me, but I'm the one asking questions. Again, you are Recettear Lemongrass.
Yes. I'm Recette.
My name is Tier. I'm an agent of the Term Finance Company.
Finance
I've come to kill
company?
you. I'm here to collect payment on a loan paid out to your father. Here's the contract and my identification.
Loan? Repayment?
In plainer terms, I'm here to get our money back. If you are incapable of facilitating repayment, I'm going to kill you. This house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan.
Facilitating? Collateral? Seize? What? But Papa isn't. He's not here.
He's not here. Yes, I see that now. File photo. Okay, that's good. They got me. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following a fracas atop the local volcano, so we assumed he might have returned here.
That's very good.
Even if he has not, however, the contract covers this eventuality.
Covers this?
Quite. As the sole remaining member of his household, we shall require that you pay his debts in his stead with your blood.
What? But that. How am I supposed to? I barely have enough money to live by. By myself?
Naturally, we are not demanding it all be repaid at once. There is a small amount of time before any payment is due. Therefore...
Am I going to get sold off in parts to distant foreign lands to repay Papa's debts? I wonder if I can survive with only 2 internal organs. Maybe if I eat a lot of spinach, then that can replace my blood and... Oh, but I don't want to be a sailor. What am I going to do?
Please listen to me for a moment. I've no clue where you are getting these ludicrous ideas from. Oh, it's happening again, but I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such, well, absurd methods to pay us back.
But what?
I've been sent to support you to the fullest of my ability so that you may repay the debt via labor.
What? But I've never worked a single day in my life.
Experience has no bearing in this case. All that matters is whether or not you are willing to work.
Huh.
If you do not wish to work, then that's it. The house has terms. And I will have to ask you to leave the premises. As the saying goes, those who do not work do not eat. So, Miss Lemongrass, which will it be? Work or your life?
I'll work then.
Splendid.
But I don't even know what I could do.
Actually, I already have an idea on that front. You're aware, of course, that this city is an adventuring hub. In addition, this house faces out onto one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into an item store.
Item store? Like a store that sells items? As in things? We sell stuff?
Reset. Mademoiselle Lemongrass. I was only gone for a little while to do market research. Where could she have gone? I'm being silly. Of course she fled. Why would she not? All I did was threaten to kill her and take away everything she ever knew and loved. Asking her to turn the house into an item shop was foolish. Even if it was to repay the debt. The poor girl must be terribly confused. That seems to be her defining character trait.
Yes.
And on top of that, her father is probably... Wait, outside?
Yanus, it's done. Hey, Tyr, look, it's done.
What is that?
It's our shop sign, of course. Doesn't it look cool? You can't be a shop without one of these, you know?
Yes, well, it is quite well made, however.
I've always been good at making stuff.
Be that as it may, while the sign is nice,
Huh? Is there a problem?
Well, the name, you're quite sure you've thought it through.
Well, we're partners, right? You said so. So I put Recette and Tyr together, and Recettear. Isn't it neat?
Well, that is to say, the sentiment is commendable, but...
It's the two of us opening the store, so the name should reflect that, right? You don't like it?
Really, it's not. But, well, that is.
Then it's decided. Recettear ho!
Recettear. Mispronounce it even slightly, and... Recettear. Racket.
I refuse to start saying it as Recettear. That's not... No, that's not what... No.
This job is going to be even more absurdly difficult than I originally suspected, I fear.
And so, a fairy suddenly entered my life. One thing was for sure. This sure wasn't gonna be dull.
I mean, it kind of has been so far, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Merde. How is it possible to sleep this much each day? How?
Tyr. Let's do the very best we can.
Recette, wake up.
Huh? What? How? Who's on first? Oh, Tyr. Right. Good morning.
The clock does not have a good morning hand. Recette, you are the proprietor of an item shop now. You own an item shop. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away.
Right.
Why in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? That smile you had while sleeping is just getting bigger.
Oh, no reason. I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Tyr, let's give it our all.
Well, if you really are dedicated to making this work, wash yourself and meet me downstairs.
Will do. So, I have an item shop and stuff, and it's all cool and awesome. So, what do I do now?
That is up to your judgment. If you sit at the counter, we can open immediately. Or we can reorganize the shop, or we could even go search for new stock. Around town or elsewhere.
Yikes, that's a ton of options. How do I choose?
As I said earlier, running a place like this is more of an art than it is something you can simply follow a map through. Simply pick something. We will deal with what comes.
Well, okay. I do not have a lot of money, so let's open the store. Welcome. Can I help you with anything?
Would you sell this to me, my girl? It's really that expensive. Well, that'll do, I suppose.
Thanks. Please come again. Glee, I sold a worn sword for 250. We don't have to read every single one of these. This is the gameplay now.
I want this. You.
Oh,
Going
well,
home.
I made them mad, didn't I? That's it?
Store atmosphere. Tears lectures. I've had enough of that for,
Yeah.
for a while.
Opening the shop will take 1 period of time. How many periods of time do we get? Is it just 4? Hey, you're back.
Hi, I want this today, please. Could it be a bit cheaper, please? This is getting dumb.
Kids can't afford... Welcome. Can I help you with anything?
This is a present for Daddy.
Okay, we're going to start at 126 this time.
It's a lot. I can't pay that much. I'm going home.
I am terrible at this.
It's a little kid that keeps coming by. She doesn't have a lot of money.
Get it out of here.
That armed man with a lot of trouble.
Really was.
Was she dusting the air?
It looked like it. Can we open at night? Guess we can. Hello. Welcome to Recettear.
That is such a way you could mispronounce that.
I guess.
You're giving people good prices.
Yeah. We sold walnut bread, worn sword, wooden armband, clothes, and a leather glove. We were acceptable.
Reset. May I have a moment, please?
Make a fucking guess. What's up?
Concerning the debt, I have a suggestion concerning its repayment. My suggestion is that you repay it. Paying it all back at once is wholly beyond your means. So I recommend smaller weekly payments to slowly chip away at it.
Wholly beyond? You know, you never told me how big Papa's debt is exactly.
That is because you would faint if you found out. For now, it is a secret.
I'd faint?
As the store begins to build up steam, we will increase payment size. The repayment date nearest to the current date, along with the amount due, will be displayed on the calendar in the main menu. Please be sure to check it regularly.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Oh, that's...
I like that camera.
Yeah, that's... LB is the menu button.
Nice. That's normal.
Yeah, so we have to pay back 10,000 on the 8th, and it's the 3rd? Well, let's save the game, because I never do that when I'm supposed to. Alright, let's go do some stuff.
We fucking better.
We got a lot of things flashing. Let's do Adventurers Guild. I want to do some RPG. Say, what's this place?
This is the Adventurers Guild. The guild manages expeditions to the various untamed wildernesses or areas of abandoned ruins near the city. The area commonly referred to as dungeons. Without approval, adventurers cannot visit these dungeons.
Aw, nuts. So we can't just go into a dungeon and pick up everything we see? If we could do that, we could sell everything we get at 100% profit.
It's still a very good idea. A great many people have made fortunes that way. If you wish to do so, however, we must first hire an adventurer.
Can I pick anybody?
The truth of the matter is a bit more complicated. Even if you pay them, few adventurers are willing to risk their lives, simply for the benefit of a complete stranger.
Oh, so they'll turn away people they don't know very well?
Indeed, you should first get to know a few adventurers and build up a certain level of trust with them. If all goes well, they will give you a symbol of their guild membership. This usually takes the form of a card. With that in hand, we can bring an adventurer with us.
So it's like they're inviting us to a dinner party.
Well, dinner parties usually do not include blood-mad beasts attempting to rip you limb from limb. But the analogy does work somewhat.
Right, so first I need to meet an adventurer.
Which, for us, should not be that difficult, yes? After all, we run an item shop, so we should get a few coming in as clients on a regular basis.
Oh yeah. Well then, I'll do my best to get a dinner invitation.
Indeed, just be careful that Recettear is not on the menu.
Huh?
Is something wrong?
Well, that guy over there. Listen to me. If I can't work, I can't get the money. And if I can't get the money, I can't get the items. If I can't get the items, apparently I can't work. Ugh. Heaven, if I had a few things, I could at least visit the Hall of Trials. I wonder what's going on.
Whoa, Recettear is facing the other way.
Wild.
He seems to be a rookie adventurer complaining about his inability to complete the required guild test.
Test?
Well, the guild hardly allows anyone in off the street. You can only work officially for the guild after passing a test. An item shop owner is hardly the only job with challenges. I have an idea.
What?
I do believe we have found a first adventurer.
Wait, what do you mean by, tier? Wait! Choto? Son of a... I burned what cash I had just getting into this city. If I can't get into the guild, I don't know what I'll even do for dinner money. Now I'm hungry. Great.
Pardon me a moment, you there, adventurer with the seedy look.
Who you calling seedy? You two would be...
Seedy's nuts. We are a pair of merchants who happen to be passing.
Merchants? Oh, you heard me talking? Sorry, but I'm way too broke and seedy to buy anything.
Believe me, I could tell by your seedy nature that you're attempting to sell you. Anything would be a colossal waste of time.
Come on, Tyr, stop with the seedy already. He isn't a plant. So are you two gonna prune me or what?
Would you like it if we came with you to the Hall of Trials? If you require equipment or items, we can provide them.
I'd call you a pair of angels then, but why?
Business, naturally. We help you pass the trial, you provide us with your card.
Oh, I get it. We help Mr. Swordsman clear the dungeon, and then he gives us his card, a sign of our eternal friendship.
Eternal friendship is rather irrelevant in this case. But it does work out neatly for all of us. What do you say?
I see. You guys are pretty new to all of this too, huh?
For Mr. Swordsman, yes or no?
Alright then. Heck, I got nothing to lose. Well, aside from my precious life anyway. Yayifications! Glad to meet you two. I'm Recettear. Nice to meet you.
I am Tyr.
Call me Louis. Louis the Swordsman. Good to meet you.
Yes, yes. Now then, we will begin all of our preparations for a dungeon visit, including a visit to the central market to pick up food and other restorative items. We will then return here for you when we are ready.
Right. I'll be waiting here. Right. So the market.
Unthankful
hey,
statue. Days on 14.
Okay. Walnut bread is cheap, so that's what we're gonna get. And we'll hope 3 is enough. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Let's talk to Louis. Pick the items you wish to bring with you and finish select the depart option at the top of the list.
Hope you like walnut bread, Louis.
The Hall of Trials.
Ah, fuck yeah, video game. Well, I spoke too soon.
So this is the dungeon?
Just so, welcome to the jungle, as they say.
You know, are we just going to hold Louis back here? I mean, I'm not a monster slayer. I'm scared.
The two of us are perfectly safe. There's a protective field around the two of us. To the monsters, we may as well be invisible.
Really? That's amazing. So Louis is perfectly safe too then?
No, he's going to fucking die.
Aw, why?
While in the field, we do not need to worry about monsters. But this is accomplished by making us virtually intangible to everything. Inside this place, we can directly manipulate nothing.
Wait, we can't collect things? Why are we even here then?
That's why our adventurer remains outside the field.
Oh, I see. He'll pick stuff up for us.
Should our adventurer be injured, we can place him in the field and retreat. Since we must carry him back, however, we can take very little else with us. 1 item at most.
So even if we run into trouble, we don't lose everything? But wait, I thought you said we can't...
Yes, I will elaborate further if need be later. I'm sure you will. Naturally,
Yep.
If we get out safely, we can bring as much as our bags will allow us to carry.
Cool. Wait, as much as our bags will allow?
Well, our bags are not bottomless. If we run out of space, it will be up to us to decide what to keep or discard. So the adventurer focuses on adventure, while we keep track of what loot he should keep.
I guess that makes sense. KO day, let's get to it.
Let's...
Sure. Okay, I am Louis.
Ooh, action. Action RPG.
Yeah, I haven't done one of these yet.
Killing slimes. And wasting times.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa.
This looks like it would feel a lot better if you had diagonal graphics.
Yeah. It's absolutely the truth.
Back attack. Side attack.
What is this?
Backslash. You got.
It was a mimic, and it didn't even have a good treasure at the bottom of it.
Well, it wasn't a mimic. It was just a chest full of slimes.
Yeah,
A mimic would have had teeth and a weirdly large tongue. That was just the slime's house.
We just broke it open.
Ooh, a hat.
What's that? Oh, a
A
sword.
worn sword.
Oh, what was that? I don't know why that button is a different sort of attack, but I'll take it. Oh, it was my magic attack, and I'm out of it.
Is that why you ran straight into a
Yep, because I
straight
was
into a
pressing
slime?
I was pressing the magic attack button, and it did not work.
I thought you really were under the impression that this was Ys.
Now we can go to the next floor. Our time doesn't seem to move too fast in the dungeon, so that's good. Ooh. Oh, there's the stairs already.
You know what game I want to play?
Hmm.
Tornako no Daiboken Fushigi no Dungeon.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah. I think we have a small sub-arc of commissioned episodes before we get there, but then that's the next thing. An ingredient. We have item appraisal in this game. It's my least favorite mechanic in the history of everything.
You don't like to use a pair of spectacles on something and then the pair of spectacles breaks and you don't learn what the something is?
Yeah. Like, I will defend Star Ocean all the time, but
I know you will.
the first couple Star Oceans and how they do appraised items is stupid and bad. A second combo would be great.
Ooh, bread. What is that symbol in between your HP and SP?
I think that's my. I think that might be my. That. So it looks similar to it, and so it's like, oh, this is the attack that you have equipped. That's my guess, at least. And we're finding a lot of good stuff.
I love how dramatically Louis gets knocked back when he takes 1 damage from a slime. I like the reflection in the tiles.
Yeah, it's nicely done. Yeah, I made the throwaway line that the important thing about this game is its localization and how that all worked. And I believe that's the truth. Other than that, this game is fine so far. It was reviewed really well, so maybe it gets a lot better than it is, but this combat's not great, and the doing exactly as she suggests doing is how you fail working in the item shop, so. Ooh, new monster
What's
type.
that?
Looked like a cow man.
Looked like graphics from a different video game.
Yeah, it did. Can you tell this was a Dojin game? Oh, fuck.
Chocolate
He was carrying
bar.
chocolate bar. I beat him up and stole his lunch. god. How big is our bag? I was expecting it to be a lot smaller than this.
Yeah.
Seventeen
17 of 20. Okay, so we're getting there.
Let's eat a bread. Actually, we don't need to. I've 33. I'll sell these breads.
He looked so distressed when you
I
hit
know.
him with the sword. Do you know if these... What?
I said poor cow, man.
Do you know if these dungeons are randomized, or do
They-
they just look like they're randomized?
I don't know, but judging how the mini map is opening, it feels like it's Mystery Dungeon style randomization.
Yeah. I feel like I'm giving this game a hard time, but I can see it. I can see the vision. It was 2010. We didn't have much.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't carry anymore.
Might as well eat a bread.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's RB.
I thought you said it was LB.
That's what I meant to say. I got my left and right backwards. All right, so let's head out. How do we head out?
Exit game should do it.
It's none of the
Maybe
buttons
we
on my
just go to
controller.
the end of the dungeon,
Yeah.
and we just have to choose what to take and what to leave.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe the fourth floor is the end of the dungeon.
But I want to
You
know what
can't-
it is. Oh, hey.
That thing
it's-
is awful.
Yeah, it's a Tails enemy.
Oh yeah. I don't like tails.
Should I eat
The
a
Tales of
bread?
Symphonia is fine. Yeah, we gotta know what's in the chest. What if the chest is just
For
a giant, a giant thing of gold? What if it's a gold slime?
Hey, it's an
An
unthankful
unthankful
statue.
statue.
Oh, well, that one was a bunch of slimes.
Slimes were really packed in there.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe I
This-
shouldn't have just
This
been
is
running
getting out
past
of hand.
them. I'm not trying to pick it up. Leave me alone. I was in battle. God damn it.
This Hall of Trials is a trial.
I didn't want the ingredient.
What if the ingredient is gold? Oh, you had another walnut bread. I guess that... Oh, yeah, you found one earlier.
How do I recover SP? I did it earlier without paying attention.
Maybe it was when you leveled up?
Maybe so. Yep,
Yes.
that was great timing. I'm not engaging with that.
Oh, hell yes.
Love that. This is... Did I do it? I did, didn't I? I did it. I cleared the Hall of Trials. Oh, sweet mystery of life. Now you'll give me money. Way to go, Louie! Recettear, this is all thanks to you guys.
This is all well and good, but there's a treasure chest just ahead. It behooves us to investigate thoroughly.
Tier, you really do like going for the money, don't you?
I do not spout such I do not spout such foolishness. There's no need to treat me like a flying ball of greed.
Is it? Hey, now. I love me some treasure too. Don't worry, Tyr. I feel you on this.
Really, you two completely misunderstand me.
Oh. Let me drop an ingredient.
So the contents of the chest.
Give me just a second here. Hey.
Credit cards.
So this is an Adventurers Guild card. I didn't have to drop that item. Oh well. Here, Set. Take one. Like we promised. Huh? Oh yeah, okay.
Well, you did promise to give us your card eventually. We are not so crass as to demand your very first card. You really should think about who you want to give your first.
No, I want this. Recette, I beg you, please, take my very first card. I'd love to. Thanks, Louie. Awesome. I can't wait to venture with you two some more.
Baird, really now, young people.
Door.
Whoa.
Hey, Tyr, what's this thing that just showed up?
Yes, that. That is commonly referred to as a goho. What am I? A door of return, I mean. If you enter that door, you can return to town in an instant. This one has appeared because we have cleared the dungeon. But they are often encountered during normal exploration too. I believe they usually appear roughly every 5 levels or so.
Oh, wait.
That sure is a gaming abstraction.
If we take this back to town when we're halfway in, don't we have to start all the way at the beginning again?
Not at all. You can always head back to the floor that had a door on it. In fact, if you do not use a door, you do have to restart.
So if we find a door, we should always use it?
Almost always. If we need to rest or unload, then we should use the door. Remember though, returning home takes time. Furthermore, leaving ends the current contract with our companion. And we would have to rehire him or choose a new one. If there is something specific in a dungeon that you desire, you can simply ignore the doors and press onward.
Alrighty then. I think we have to go home now, though.
Quite so.
Oh,
just to be sure, in the future. Please try to avoid referring to this as going home, yes?
Okay. I don't get the joke.
I mean, I can see what the joke is. I can see the shape of the joke, but I'm not sure what exactly is what they reference.
Yeah, I know this was brought up in one of the interviews, and this joke was originally a Doraemon joke, and that's why they changed it. But I don't. I would have kept it Doraemon, actually. Let's sell some of this crap.
Oh, So, I'm trying to figure out what the go home is referencing. It could be a reference to go ho im in Persona.
Okay, I guess.
Which I think is just in Persona, not in SMT. This person says it's a reference to the go home doors in Persona dungeons. Oh, that hat costs a lot. Oh, and that's Louis.
Yeah.
So if you sell this to him, Does he equip it and get better?
I'm giving him a good deal though. Hey, it's the Guildmaster. Chocolate. I think I'm just gonna undercut to 120. Even though she said to always do 130. 130 has never worked for me.
Exceeded expectations.
Hell yeah. Ooh, it's a +3 walnut bread. You can get this armor for the same price as this chestnut.
Nice.
God damn it, this little girl sucks. I sold to a little girl. I did it.
Yay.
I finally accomplished it.
Hey, Louie.
Yes, you can.
You know he's poor. Hey, you're merchant level.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Can you afford it?
No. So, is there much of a reason to not just play like you're playing?
I don't
Well,
think
then you
so.
seem to have developed a basic understanding of how to sell things to people and not drive them to burn the shop in anger.
Yepperoni, easy as pie.
Being a truly great store owner involves more than selling things, however. There are times when people want to sell items to you as well.
Really?
I suspect we will begin to get such offers soon.
But I already buy stuff from the guild and the market. So why should I worry about buying stuff from customers?
There's a major difference between a guild or market purchase and a purchase from an individual. Individuals do not have set prices. In other words, you can haggle as you do when selling. Haggle down, that is.
Ooh, so I can get stuff really cheap? That seems like it'd be pretty hard.
Fundamentally, buying and selling are not that different. The customer shows you an item they wish to sell,
Please don't
and
make
then
me
you set a
roleplay
price.
this here.
And perhaps negotiate. Obviously, you wish to pay less than the base price of the item. Yeah.
Alright, so buy low, sell dear, right?
Just
Okay.
so. That is the very core of a successful business. That weird joke threw me off. Now
Yeah.
then, shall we practice?
No. Okay, we don't have to read this.
Press up. Let's see what happens. if you try to pay too much. I want to see how pissed off Tier gets. Well, for the customer, that is a wonderful price. But for the store, not so much. Try going lower.
Okay.
That could have been funnier.
Yeah.
Not bad, but I suspect most customers will be fine with going lower. Try lowering the price a bit more, 70% or less, perhaps. Nice. That's a nice price. Now then, let us practice having the price a little. Oh my god. And 70% of the same selling.
How much do you want to bet? But she's saying always go between 50 and 70. I will have to sell everything at 90%. I don't want to do 2 role plays every time I go up a level.
Oh my god. So wait, a walnut bread was 100 base price, and that cherry was 900 base price.
Yes.
I love RPG economics. Slime fluid.
Plus,
Gotta put that by the window. Who doesn't want to buy a slime fluid?
oh, I got one more. Ooh, apples are expensive.
They don't grow on trees.
Okay.
So I was saying before, there doesn't seem to be a time limit like there is in Atelier. So why would you need to get really good prices when you're selling stuff? Why not just...
There is a
Why
time
not-
limit. On the 8th, I need to have $10,000.
Oh yeah, maybe the time limit gets strict later. Yeah, I just sort of forgot about that.
Yeah, but I'm going for quantity over quality. So I'm starting at 120 instead of at 130. And just making sure I don't go lower than 100.
Now we're just not even reading.
Schedule management. I'm just reading it fast. Okay, tutorializing time on day 4 is a choice.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's not like they could have trimmed any of that earlier tutorial.
It's true. Okay, I absolutely learned this just by doing it. I don't need a wordy tutorial. There's a clock in the top of my screen that I've had to interact with for 4 days now.
This game sure is allergic to letting you feel stuff out.
This is Navi as hell. And she's even a fairy. She's literally just Navi. I guess we're going to be the slime fluid shop today.
Hey, y'all want some slime fluid?
Slime fluid.
Slime fluid is not worth much.
No, it's not.
I guess you get
But no one's-
experience.
No one's haggling. Yeah, my current tactic is to do quantity over quality and just do a little bit and it'll be fine. I'll get to 10,000 10% of an item at a time. Especially because most people are just taking it for 20%. I'm level 3. What's she gonna yell at me about now?
Oh dear.
Oh my god. We have to give them advice.
They're gonna ask if you have something in the back, and you'll say sure, and go take a smoke break.
Yeah.
Then you come back and say, couldn't find it.
Yeah, I love what customers think the back is like, because it's usually like an office space with like one box full of stuff. Like at a lot of smaller places, like Walmart, I'm sure has a warehouse back there. But like if you go to the T-Mobile store and they're like, oh, we don't have the iPhone in, like, can you check in the back? Like all that's back there is the break room. So they just walk back there and like come back. Nope, sorry, I didn't have anything. Okay, yeah, this is what I was doing. It says all the stuff we're selling to Louis, he's going to use.
We sure were able to intuit that.
Mm-hmm. Why does she love?
So... This game has a lot of, in a lot of ways, is the opposite of Atelier Marie.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they have opposite problems.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that more later, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Similar to how we had Phantasy Star and Mother had opposite problems. It's the same thing here. Oh, he's already level 6. Oh, I have no items. Do I even want to go see what's at the chapel and stuff?
I mean, probably.
Everything's expensive. This is just a skit? It was just a skit.
Okay. Did those take time?
No.
Okay.
I'm still only in the second chunk. Jade Way. Floor 1 through 5. Oh, hey.
Adventurer attack power doubled. That sounds like a good deal.
Are these Pulse voices?
What?
They were little rabbit things that were jumping away from me when I was trying to hit them. And I was like, oh my god, are these Pulse voices from Zelda?
I don't know the monster name you're saying.
Pulse voice, they're the little rabbit things that if you blow into the second controller on your Famicom, they die instantly. They've appeared in most of the Game Boy ones. POL''S voice, in case you're Googling.
I'm not. I'm taking your word for it.
Hey, we got an ingredient. Also, I love
Did
how
we figure out what to do with those?
No. I think I ended up dropping all of them. Like attack power being doubled. I also love that this place has floors.
Yep. Etrian Odyssey style.
That's another game that's coming up. And by coming up, I mean we absolutely recorded an episode on it before, and then I just forgot to download the files in time. Oh my god. This combat system does not need rabbits that run away like this.
You could just not kill the rabbits.
It's true, I guess.
Ooh, honey. Powerful anti-venom.
I wonder if that oh, that's cute. But I wonder if that stolen from Tails enemy is stolen from Tails, or if that's like a reference to a yokai or something.
I have no idea.
These minotaurs are very cute. I feel bad every time I have to kill them. Oh my god. That bee fucking got me.
Do you think I have a shot at the dub of the Recettear anime adaptation?
Really? What the fuck?
That was unexpected.
Yeah, but since Carpe Fulgur were attracted to this game to translate it, and then they went on to translate Trails in the Sky, I think they have a type of Japanese media that they prefer. And it's the ones that just don't fucking shut up.
Yeah. Maybe they charge by the word, and so that they approach clients like, "Hey, we'll translate your shit. Just pay us by the word." Oh, you have how many words? Isn't that funny?
Cool.
Did that chest just paralyze you?
I love when I find paralyzation inside of the treasure chest.
Paralyzation, or paralysis as we call it in the industry.
No. That's fake. So on my screen right now, because this game is windowed only, I can see OBS behind it, and it is a trippy thing seeing like it's kind of like, you know, on some like on the news or whatever, if they have to show a video that was filmed vertically, they have it bigger but out of focus in the background.
I hate that shit.
I hate it too, but that's kind of what the game looks like for me right now.
Nice.
Look at that. I learned strategy. I learned something from that the game was trying to teach me.
If the game was trying to teach it to you, Tyr would have said a lot more. I think that was all you.
Yeah, maybe so. Oh my god.
The crowned slime.
Lord of the Slimes.
You're doing 1 damage and it has 180 health. So that's interesting.
Every time I kill one of the dudes, it gets smaller though.
Is his max health decreasing?
No, but my
it
attack's
is.
doing more.
Yes.
Oh, that's doing more to me. Look.
You might want to try avoiding attacks.
Okay.
Can you eat the honey?
Oh, I don't want to.
Eat
Yeah,
it
base
straight,
price.
spread it on bread. It's still delightful.
Well, that base price.
Your honey or your life?
My walnut bread. My apple.
Oh.
Apples are expensive too, but
You're good. You'll be fine.
oh my god.
I'm gonna assume this is harder than it looks.
Yeah, the controls are dog shit.
Okay. Good to know.
Your attack range is really short, and you can move in 8 directions, but you can only attack in 4.
I can see how that would be annoying.
And his jump is not nearly as telegraphed as it should be. I love how they are implying that he is. God damn it.
Failure. Louis fucking died.
Okay. We're bringing the honey.
I fucking
Absolutely.
guess.
Yeah. All right. I think I don't want Tier to talk to me anymore, and I think this is where we're gonna call it for the night.
I was thinking it would be great if we could get to the first pay a debt, but that's day 10.
It's day 8. That's all we're on.
Oh,
6.
day 8? I thought that was day 10. I guess I was thinking 10,000.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. I'm done.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I will play more in between now and recording like I have the last couple of games, but we'll see. So yeah, let's listen to some more of this music, and then we will talk about our takeaways. So time has not been nice to Recettear. Like, there's a lot of great things that the game does, and especially when you take into account when it came out, it's doing a lot of stuff really well. I unfortunately am not playing it when it came out, so it kind of feels really bad to play.
Yeah, I believe I said during the recording, the game originally came out in 2007. We didn't have much. The localization came out in 2010. We still didn't have much then.
No. Like, I don't want to just rail on this game. I think it does have a lot of good points, so I'm going to be like an elementary school teacher, and I'm going to do a compliment sandwich so that we end on a good note and we have time to talk about the crap in the middle. So first off, I love the concept of the game. Like, all the selling portions of Atelier and Harvest Moon and games like that are almost just glossed over and not important. Like, in Harvest Moon, you literally just throw it in a bucket and take whatever it gives you. But this game having a hyper focus on the haggling and setting up your store displays and the math of how to run a business is really, really cool. And I would say not a lot of other games do it. I'm sure now that like 10,000 games come out on Steam every day, that surely there are other games now, but at the time at least, there was almost nothing like it. I also really like the moment to moment writing of the localization, like the choice to make all of Recette's yata into increasingly bizarre variations on yep, okay, yupperoni, etc. is very charming, even if some of them are cringe, like spelling okay, OKAI, which has never been how those letters are pronounced in any language ever. But a lot of people in my high school wrote it like that, like in early text speech. So like that's just what they were doing at the time, but it's stupid and bad, and that's uncalled for. But for the most part, like I liked all the banter between Reset and Tier, and I thought it was well written. And these people deservedly went on to do great things. But the quantity, density, and hand holdiness of all of the dialogue got real old real fast.
Just let me fucking figure it out and make mistakes and learn. Don't, like, come on.
Yeah, like I get that the game is a little complicated, so and it's not like anything else that was out. So you wanted a lot of tutorials, and because you had a lot of tutorials, you were afraid those tutorials were going to get boring. So you decided to jazz it up with a lot of jokes and personality. But all that does is make the boring tutorials take longer, and it makes them really, really great on you. And importantly, every single thing that Tyr and Rosette joked about to give me a tutorial was in the guild when I first got there and I pulled it up. I'm like, oh, I'll come back to this if I have questions. And then I didn't have to go back to it because I didn't have questions, because then I didn't spend the rest of the hour reading a tutorial. Like games of this era were notorious for making their tutorials really long and unskippable, and this is the worst version of that I've ever played. Like you said, I would have loved to get lost and not know what was going on, and then go look it up in the guild hall and figure it out and keep going. But the fact that the guild hall tutorials are there, and yet still every in-game day there are at least 2 tutorials to sit through, was way too much.
And the tutorials, they not only were they needlessly long because of jokes, they were needlessly long just because every time Tier introduced a concept of, you can
Almost
try
forgot.
raising a price. We have to do it. I think it was twice.
Yeah, you have to do a tutorial one twice every tutorial, and it's bad. The RPG portions of the game are so close to being good. It really comes down to the fact that you only have 4-way attack arcs, but 8-way movement, and it brings everything down with it. Like hunting down the specific items was good. The random layouts were fun to discover. The monster sprites were varied and cute, but making my character do the thing I wanted them to was really, really hard, and it didn't have to be. But in the end, the game has heart, and you can tell that the developers loved the game that they made, and the localizers loved the words that they were writing. And every bit of the process has things where I can see what they were going for, even when they missed the mark. And everything they were going for is a good thing. And I would rather people go for a lot of good things and miss than make something safe.
I am really hoping that later in the game, perhaps when you have more expensive items, then there gets to be more of a incentive to try and get a good price for an item. Whereas the part we were playing, it was like, well, I have time to try and sell 2 things. If I do a for sure sale on this, I'll get like 10 gold or whatever the fuck they call it less than if I got a good price. That doesn't matter. Of course, I'm gonna sell low.
Yeah, like the haggling and the when they were selling items to you and all of that seemed really good, but I don't know if the tutorial was translated bad, or there's RNG involved that sucks, or if it might even be something more nuanced, or like kids don't have a lot of money, they will only pay like regular like cost for it, and then the rich people will pay more, and you have to suss that out as you play or something. That could very well be it. but it really sucked to have the tutorial where it's like most people will pay 130%, aim for 130%, and I never sold anything for 130. Towards the end, I just starting at 120 because I
Well, I
would.
mean, if she said sell at 130% and then you entered in 130% and it sells every time, then there's not a video game.
I mean, yeah, yes, but it was like every time I tried to do it at 130, I never was able to like haggle people down to like, or haggle with people and end up at like 125. I would go for 130 and I wouldn't do it. And I would go for 125 and they wouldn't do it. I would go for 120. They said, "You're insulting me," and they would leave, and I would get no sale. And it just,
Maybe you're supposed to offer them 135 at first, and they're like, "Ah, man, no way." Then you say 130, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that sounds low now."
yeah, I very well could be something like that. And those are the things that were not tutorialized, but pressing the A button and the up button had multiple text boxes each, and it just was balanced odd. But do I think this game deserves to be in the JRPG canon? I mean, it's historically significant for sure, but I don't think that the theoretical student of JRPGs would be well served spending time to play this game. I think looking up stuff about it, maybe skimming through a playthrough or something so that you'll understand it, you'll get everything you need from it, and it's much more interesting as a stepping stone towards the Legend of Heroes series returning to the West than it is a game to play. So I guess this is our first negative episode of the JRPG canon.
There have been so many episodes of this show. Surely you've been negative before.
Yeah, I think I was pretty harsh on. No, that episode never came out. But Saga Frontier 1, I did not care for that game. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. If you like what you heard today and you're not already subscribed to RPG Book Club, you should check us out wherever you get your podcasts. After subscribing, you can head on over to www.rpgbook.club, where any and all donations will help us offset the cost of running the show. If you donate $1 or more a month, you'll get access to our bonus feed, which has after shows for each episode of the podcast, as well as bonus seasons of the show covering the Tales of series and the Star Ocean series. If you donate $5 or more a month, you'll get your name shouted out at the end of every episode, a little like this. Shoutouts to Dragon Slayer 19, Freddie Rodriguez, and JFro Prime. And finally, at $20 or more a month, you can make me read out a one-sentence shout-out to whatever you like, such as El Tantavi, who wants you to check out Aftermath.site, a worker-owned, reader-supported news site covering video games, the internet, and the cultures that surround them. As well as Keldronis, who says to check out Podcasters Assemble. It's a documentary-style, crowdsourced movie hype and rewatch podcast. Every season, podcasters from around the world are assembled to review, reminisce, and riff on a popular franchise. And shoutouts to Vimke, who says, her teacher was unmoved. And shoutouts to It's Clear Time, who says, for you TTRPG nerds, check out Fabula Ultima. I'm not affiliated with the game, I just think it's neat. For the JRPG canon, I've been Sam.
I'm Bernard.
Go play some games.